Hey guys, it's Terry Campbell with BETCO. I want to go over our standing seam roof with you today. Come on in, I'll take you for a little tour of it. This is what we call our 316 roof panel. It's got a 3-inch high vertical rib, 16 inches wide, has 2 secondary ribs. This is a structural panel. If you look, when this thing is installed across your building, it's like having a 3-inch high C. Every 16 inches, it gives a lot of strength and stability and shear to your building. This roof panel also allows us to have a 10 by 10 grid system beneath it to support it in most applications. In some applications we do have to do a 5 by 10, but this panel will allow us, under the right circumstances, to have a 10 by 10 grid, which gives you more flexibility in your unit mix within your building. Something I want to show you interesting about this panel, we have our drip stop on here. This is what we call a drip stop. It's sort of like a felt. Instead of having an insulation for a vapor barrier beneath it, this is factory applied, and it does away with having a separate type of moisture barrier, and it also saves money on installation because it's already installed at the factory. I'm going to show you how this panel is installed. First of all, before the panel is put down, a bead of caulk will be put all the way down the leg, across the bottom, and up the leg. Then when it goes down on the header, you've got a good seal. Next thing that happens here, here's how it works. We've got a concealed clip. It goes down over one rib. It screws in and it attaches to the roof beam. But before we actually put that on, we've got a roll mastic here that will go across this rib. This is what seals it and gives you that waterproof seal that you need. So once that's sealed, this top of this paper comes off the tape. I'm not going to take it off right now, but just for demonstration purposes, you see how it works. And what happens is this goes over top of it. We'll actually take the caulk and put another piece over the top of this clip. So now you've got a very good watertight seam. Next, our roof panel goes over the top of this. It's put back in place like this. Then we take stainless steel clad screws that we use. Right in the middle of that clip we just installed, one will go through that rib, through the clip. Then we'll also put one on either side just off of the clip. What that does is seal it really tight, seals that mastic really tight around that clip for a good watertight seam. So no water's going to come back up through this rib and go in the building. So it's a very good watertight seal when this roof is installed on the building properly. Now, one of the other benefits to this panel is once this thing's installed on the roof, you've got your header here. So let's assume this is the front of your building. I've showed you how the caulk goes down the panel and up the leg. Also, once it's installed before a gutter's put up, they'll come in with another bead of caulk right here, and it seals it good and tight. So it gives you a good, straight, even lines to work with when sealing that. Now I'm going to show you another type of roof panel here. This is called a trapezoidal roof. This is what most building suppliers use, is this type of panel. We can provide this as well. We manufacture this panel as well. One of the differences between ours and the others is we have an extra secondary rib. Most everyone else has 2. We have 3 to give it a little more rigidity. But it's a good panel, but one of the things about it that's not quite as good in my opinion as the 316 panel is you've got all this area here that you've got to get sealed up to prevent water from leaking. If you get a gutter that's stopped up, water runs back up on the roof, this is where it's going to leak in areas like this, and you've just got more areas. It's going to be a little more difficult to seal than it is on the 316 panel. But that's it. You got any questions, give us a call, 800-654-7813, or check out our website at www.betcoinc.com. Thanks.